Lastly, on the carbon side, steel prices. Steel prices are continuing to defy gravity. And I will admit, I probably called this one, I did call this one wrong. I would have expected plate prices to have converged at a quicker rate. One thing that I underestimated, though, is the power of the quota mechanism within the plate world. And what I mean by that is when any company looks to bring in plate into the United States, when there's a quota, once you hit that quota, you're pretty much looking at a stoppage of imports coming into the United States. And we're getting some feedback that certain countries, certain suppliers are actually already for 2023 hitting their quota. So I do think that importation of plate, which maybe historically had helped to better supply the market and keep the market more in line with hot roll, perhaps that's deviated a little bit. And that quota mechanism is actually keeping plate prices into a more artificially widened gap relative to sheet. So I do think that phenomenon is a real one. I do, there might be a little bit of support also added from the infrastructure bill and things like that. But certainly the quota mechanism appears to be effective and playing its role here.
We got a question from the audience. Does hot roll and cold roll tend to track the same? Now, from my understanding, cold roll is a little bit higher right now, but I guess we always show the chart with HR, but the CR kind of tracking the same pattern.
Yeah, I mean, the end markets that the two go into are slightly different, but for the most part, the correlation between hot roll and cold roll is going to be 95 to 100%. It's very, very tight, the correlation. There are times where the spread can break out if, say, a certain end market is extremely strong, or maybe there's a production bottleneck in re-rolling hot roll. But for the most part, that spread, I'd say it's somewhere between 150 to 200 bucks, but the general direction of those moves tends to be pretty much in line. And if we look at the spread between hot roll and cold roll as of today, I don't know the exact number, but it's somewhere right around 180 to 200 bucks.